Hey Internet, today's topic is growing up Chinese in New Zealand, and part 2 is growing up as a person. So what's it like in school being Chinese? Um, just like a regular kid, not much issues. I mean, there was one racial prejudice story that I'll get to a little bit later. It's not what you think. So in primary school, I was the only Chinese boy at my school. There were Chinese girls, Korean girl as well. Um, but yeah, so it's pretty multicultural in New Zealand. So I don't know. There wasn't anyone that I could identify with. In intermediate, it wasn't that bad. I think there was more Asian kids by then. Yeah, so that's where the racial prejudice story happens, right? So in my I think it was year 8. So we were in the same class, and this kid, he's from Taiwan, and he absolutely hates me. And I couldn't figure out why. And I only recently know why he hates me. And no, I didn't contact this guy. It's just like, um, it's because, like, back in the day, the Chinese government exiled the rightful king. Well, the king exiled himself, but the Chinese government overthrew the king, right, in China. So the king moved to Taiwan. So I guess that's why there's like a that's why I guess he hates me a little bit because he thought I was Chinese. Well, I am Chinese, but like I'm from the southern side of China, so we too disagree with the government over there. Anyways, short story. In high school, any troubles? Nope. To be honest, it's like you're growing up as a kid, moving to teenagehood, and like you're just trying to figure out what life is about. I still don't know what life's about. Yeah, general. Is there? No. New Zealand is pretty chill. Uh, you occasionally get some hate on the street, but that's whatever. In work, no problems. I think the problems are generally work related, not really ethnicity issue. Um, yeah, cool. Part 2, growing up as a person. I'm still working on that, to be honest. Hard to say. Um, I would say, uh, yeah, I don't think ethnicity matters for personal growth. I mean, there's some little intricacies for like your upbringing and culture, but I think just being a better person, growing every day, that's really about it. So coming back to in schools, um, I would say coming from a background where you don't speak English, where you have to like learn from scratch, that was pretty difficult. I'm not hating the cards that I've been dealt, it's what you make of yourself. But yeah, I would say that was the hardest thing, being Chinese, not being able to speak or read or write English, so starting from scratch. It didn't help that other kids like already knew how to read and write and speak English, so yeah. I mean, props to the teachers that they did a good job. I can clearly speak English, I hope. Uh, yeah, so yeah, I didn't get held back, which is great. They did a good enough job that I passed the assessments just by the skin of my teeth to, well, to get through each year without getting held back, which was, well, even though they were like a low decile, so a decile in New Zealand is like, basically the lower your decile, it's basically bad. Um, but they did a good enough job, and okay, sure enough, the next year you get put in like a trash class because you scored so badly, but it's whatever. I fought through it. I survived. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell, and comment. Until next time, see ya.